Welcome all of you. In the previous lectures we have discussed, it is better to say that some geometrically attributes, some geometrical constructions of the two mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. What topics we have discussed? Pole of the mirror, center of curvature, radius of curvature and principal axis. Now I am going to discuss some attributes which are not at all geometrical. Okay. Now we are actually make the light incident on the mirror and try to understand some properties of it. Okay. So what is it? Let us see. So this is our concave mirror. We can draw only this thing. Denote the concave mirror, we can draw only this thing. This is I know you know that, pole of the mirror. This one is the center of curvature of the mirror. If I connect this here, now we get principal axis. Okay, so this is the center of curvature of the mirror, this is the pole of the mirror, and this is the principal axis. Okay, now if I make the light rays, a parallel beam of rays, make it incident on the mirror, and if they are parallel to that of the principal axis, this is the parallel beam of rays. Obviously, after reflection, they will meet at a particular point on the principal axis. They will meet at a particular point on the principal axis. They are basically parallel beam of rays, and they, after reflection, they meet at a particular point on the principal axis, and that particular point is known as focus. This is known as the focus. If I draw more rays, one condition is that they are parallel to that of the principal axis. They will meet at F. If I draw more rays here, if they are parallel to the principal axis, they will meet at the focus. If I draw infinite number of rays, the same thing will follow. Okay, so just like this, so we can if I say this is the concave mirror, this is the concave mirror. Okay, if parallel beam of light rays incident on it like this way, then we can get a bright point somewhere here, and that is the focus. Okay, if I say this is my mirror, if the parallel beam of rays incident on it, after reflection, obviously following the laws of reflection, they will meet at a point and we get a bright point here, and that bright point is the focus. We can say all the incident rays are focused at that point. So this is the case of a concave mirror. This is the focus of the concave mirror. Okay, so focus of concave mirror. Okay, but what will happen in case of a convex mirror? So let us draw this. The bulge surface, bulge reflecting surface, middle point of this bulge reflecting surface, pole, center of the spherical surface, center of curvature, connecting by a imaginary line, connecting this O and C, principal axis, Now, if just like previous, if I make it fall on the parallel beam of rays, the parallel beam of rays fall on this mirror. After reflection, because here also they are following the laws of reflection, after reflection they are appear to diverge from a particular point on the principal axis. This should be a straight line. They appear to diverge from a particular point on the principal axis, okay, and that particular point is called the focus. So this is the focus of convex mirror. So if the parallel beam of rays incident on this convex mirror, after reflection they will appear to diverge from a particular point on the principal axis, and that is called the focus of the convex mirror. But here the rays are actually meet with each other. So this is the basic difference between the focus of a concave mirror and the focus of a convex mirror. Okay. Now, if I say if the rays are incident on it parallel, if I say the rays are incident on it parallel, if it is not incident on it parallel, if it incident on the mirror obliquely by making a certain angle with the principal axis, then what will happen? Will they meet at that particular point or not? Okay. So let us see. So the configuration is something like this: concave mirror, center of curvature, pole, and the razor now makes an angle with the principal axis. They are parallel, but they makes an angle with the principal axis. Okay. So at first I denote the focus that we have obtained previously, that is the focus. We considered an imaginary plane. We considered an imaginary plane. Okay. That plane is like this. Okay. It is passing through the focus perpendicular to that of the principal axis, and that plane is called the focal plane. Here also, if I say this is the focus, okay, if I say this is the focus, then here also I can consider, I can imagine a plane which is perpendicular to that of the principal axis and passing through the focus, and that particular plane is called the focal plane. So let us draw. So this is a focal plane. Obviously this plane that you have imagined or considered, that will be of infinite extent. Okay. Here I draw a portion of it, but actually they are of infinite, it is of infinite extent, here also and here also, infinite extent. So if the light rays incident on the mirror obliquely, if the light rays incident on the mirror obliquely, so after reflection they will meet, after reflection they will meet at a point, after reflection they will meet at a point, and that point is called the secondary focus. So this is an additional information for you. That point is called the secondary focus. Okay, the point at which the reflected rays meet after reflection for the oblique rays of oblique parallel incident rays. Okay, that particular point is called the secondary focus, because all the time the rays cannot be parallel to that of the principal axis. Okay. So in that particular case, if I say here also the rays are appear to diverge from a particular point on the principal axis after reflection. So that particular point on the focal plane is called the secondary focus. Okay. Now I want to announce one thing. If you place this is the mirror, it is an object. Okay, so if anyone want to find that what is the distance of the object from the mirror, from where he or she will measure, he or she will measure starting from the pole. Whatever the distance you want to measure, you have to start from the pole normally in that case. In some cases it is measured from the focus. I am not considering that thing. Here in this secondary level, I am considering all the distances are measured from the pole, that is the O. Okay, so all the distances are measured. I want to write down this line, all the distances. Which type of distance? Distance of the center of curvature from the mirror, distance of the focus from the mirror. If an object is placed here, the distance of the object from the mirror. If an image is formed due to the reflection, then the distance of the image from the mirror. All the distances are measured from pole. And what is this pole? O. So now I am telling you some conventions, and that is very important, and that it is very easy to be understood, which we will use later. Okay, obviously about this convention that I am writing here, this convention is discussed later in your NCERT book. You will find it later, not at that place. You will find it later. But this convention I want to understood that this convention, if I discuss it, will be beneficial for you. Okay. So this convention is name is sign convention. If we measure the length, what is the sign, positive or negative? There is one internationally accepted convention, and that I am going to tell you. And it is very easy to be understood. All the distance measured from O. Okay. Now, just in your mind, you now just consider what you have done in case of drawing the graphs in mathematics. What you have done? You have considered two axes, okay, x-axis and y-axis. If I say this is the O, this is the x-axis, and the vertical axis is the y-axis. Okay, all the distances measured on the left side of O. Okay, it is the negative, right side of O is positive. I just try to draw this thing. That is, these are the coordinate axes. These are the coordinate axes. X, x prime, O, y, y prime. What are distance measured along the right side of O, along the x-axis positive, left side of O is negative, along the x-axis negative, upside of y is positive, and downside of this y prime along O y prime is negative. That convention you have followed. We will follow that convention here again. That's why I have denoted this point O, the pole, we can consider in our mind as an origin. If it is origin, whatever distance measured, left side of it negative, right side of it positive. So if I say if distance of the focus from the pole, we can say this thing as the focal length. That is f, which is called the focal length. What is focal length? The distance of the focus from the pole, focal length. Distance of the center of curvature, the distance of the center of curvature from the pole is called the radius of curvature. Okay, so by small f we denote the focal length, by small r we denote the radius of curvature. So here you see both the focal length, focus and the C, the center of curvature, that distance we are measuring along the OX prime. So for concave mirror the focal length is, we can say it is always negative. The radius of curvature is always negative, it cannot be changed. And it is specific for a particular mirror. If the mirror is formed or made, the radius of curvature and focal length is fixed. That is depending on the geometry of the mirror. Okay. So here also, if I measure the focal length, that is distance between the focus and the pole, that is the F, we can say this is the F. F is here positive because on the right hand side of that of the origin, or in disguise the pole. If I say this is the radius of curvature, the radius of curvature, that is the distance between the O and the C, distance between the O and the C, the length between O and C, that thing is called the radius of curvature. That radius of curvature is also positive. Okay. So one thing keep in your mind, what we have learned from here: focal length, radius of curvature, and in addition to that focal plane, secondary focus. And previously what we have understood about the capital F, we are writing that is a principal focus. Okay. So here, just from now, just keep it in your mind that radius of curvature and the focal length for concave mirror is negative. Radius of curvature and focal length for convex mirror, this one, is positive. Okay. There is lots of things to say about the sign convention. We will continue in the next lecture. Thank you.